What's up, guys? Welcome to TriggerTrapTapes.com. Today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough or a video tutorial on how I make a beat. Let's begin. So I started on one of these beats and I really didn't put that much time into it. I'm just, where's the options? Yeah, see, I only worked on it for 5 minutes. You can see that right there. I'll just show you what I have. Start out with this piano melody. Oops, just the pianos. Yep, got that. Then I added some pads. And now I'm just gonna show you what I do from here. So I want these pads to be chords. So here's an easy way to build chords. I'm gonna build them from the top down. I have a blog on how to build chords from codes at TriggerTrapTapes.com. I think you guys should check that out. It'll bridge the gap of understanding. Cause right now I'm using that same technique where, here I'll give you an example. There's a chord code 0, 3, 4, right? And that is the minor code. So you pick a note and that'll be your 0. And then you count up 3 semitones because that's the next number in the chord. So 1, 2, 3. And then from here count up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you have E, G, B. This is E minor. And that's how you create a chord using one of the chord codes. Here, I'll let you hear it without the piano. Now basically what I'm doing is I'm treating this as the top note and just going backwards. So here is the top note and I would just count backwards. So 1, 2, 3 or 4, whichever chord I'm using. And then 1, 2, 3 again. A, C, E. You just made the A minor chord. So basically I'm just going to do that for the rest of these notes. If you guys want me to make a video on how to use chord codes, just let me know because I can totally do it. Actually, I just like it like this. Yeah, I like it like that. Now let's go. Yep, these chords are popping. I'm gonna copy them, transpose them down. I copied them, transposed them down an octave to make them a bit deeper. I don't know, maybe I did. Yeah, you know what, as a matter of fact, I am gonna add that other chord. So let me just listen to the top notes so I know what to do. Okay, yep, G is the right note. Now let's make a chord out of G. Let's fix these levels real quick too. This is the piano. These are the pads. And here's a quick tip when mixing. You want to get, this is a general thing to go by, or a general rule. You want to get your instruments or sounds either at or below 12. Now you can definitely break this rule if you want to bring something out. Like, that's just a general rule of thumb, and that's what I usually go by in the beginning, and then I just bring up the stuff that I want to hear. Okay, that's cool. See, I mean, it's a little above 12, but I ain't sure. Actually, I want the piano to be on top of the pads. Yep. Okay, so we gotta start. Let's just separate these. Or wait. Yeah, let's just separate it. You can do this easily by right-clicking the pattern selector, go to split by channel, and what it's gonna do, it's gonna take these channels, boom and boom, and put them on their own pattern. See, piano, pad. All right, let's put the pianos on. I usually like to work in this little area right here. I just set down 8 bars of whatever I've got, kind of build it from here, and then start arranging. I like to use these things too, these time markers. If you wanna, there's a keyboard shortcut for these. You just hold Control, hit T, and wherever this marker is, or this I don't know what to call this thing, wherever this is, if you hit Command T, it'll put a marker there. Just a little quick tip. Alright. I want to put the drums in this, just cause sometimes when I put the drums in, they inspire other musical elements, so I'm gonna do that. Don't be afraid to layer your sounds. You need to layer your sounds. Put them in here so we can know what it sounds like in context. Okay, yep, I'm already hearing the drum pattern. I layer my snares too, like boom, low snare, excuse me, mid snare, top snare. Oh, and if you guys watched my other video, how to make an EDM trap beat, I actually finished that, and you can go check that out on my SoundCloud page. I'd like to know what you guys think. I'll leave a link in the description too. So I have an idea for the drums in my head, and you always want to go with the idea in your head, because one of the slogans for FL Studio is FL Studio is the quickest way from your brain to your speakers. In music, the beat that you hear in your head is the beat you need to put in to FL Studio, because that's the one that you truly want to hear. That's the one that you're truly trying to make. Okay, no, these are early. So I hear dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Eight, 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 eight. Okay, so just to give you guys a heads up, I like to make trap influenced music, so there are gonna be lots of rolls. Lots of rolls. I just wanted to let you guys know that. So I'm just gonna list. I got the basic drum pattern now. Now I'm gonna trapify. You know what I'm saying? Okay, wait. You know what? So I hear a roll right before this kick. And what you really need to do if you want to get these rolls to sound cool is you need to go up here to this area where the magnet is and change your snap to grid. I usually bounce between 1/6 beat, 1/3 beat, and 1/2 step. I just recently started going into 1/3 step. That's a good one too, but I think for this roll we only need one, what's it called, step. Dun, 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 dun. See, now I need to hit the half step because I want one right in the middle. And I'm gonna have these start at a lower velocity and then work their way up. It gives it a feel like they're revving, or not revving. Hold on, you guys know what I'm talking about when you hear it. Oh yeah, see, that's the sound you're going for, or I'm going for. Okay, dun 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 dun. Okay, it needs to be another dun dun. Hey, hey. So that's drum pattern 1. Now I muted the top drums because I just wanted to work with one drum pattern. Now I'm just gonna copy those. Now we got both. Now we're gonna mess up drum pattern 2. But let's just work with one of the drums because it's easier. Okay, I hear dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Okay, that's the basic drum pattern. Now I'm gonna go back and add the rolls to trapify it. I hear another dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Okay, so now we got the drums. Let's add some more. Let's add some more melody. I'm gonna put these at track 5. Oh, I forgot to copy these. Boom, copy and paste those. Now we good. Yep. Open up Nexus one more time. Now I like to keep my VSTs, like these things, all in the same like area. So if you want to bring this up to here, you can hold Alt and then use the arrow keys on the keyboard. Just bring them up. Simple. I think these are gonna be some strings. And I found when looking for new melodies, you can actually just copy the melody that you already have, paste it onto a new instrument, and then just add variation from there. I think that's an easy way. I mean, if inspiration hasn't hit you, you know what I'm saying? So let's see how this sounds. Oops, that's not a string. I need that east-west. I want these to be definitely longer. So if you want to elongate them easily, hit Control A and Alt L. That's just gonna bring out the note links, except for the last one. The last one you have to do manually. Oop, these strings are gonna be pretty loud, so let me assign these to a mixer track real quick. Now I'm gonna add some variation to this melody. I want to go up. That's no. Oops, that does not sound good. Actually, let's have it follow for the first. For the first two notes, and then switch it. Here's where I'm gonna have it switch up a little bit. And you don't need like dramatic variation with your melodies. You can just keep it pretty simple. I found simplicity is key. Do strings too. Okay, cool. Those are the strings. Let's drag these over here. Let's actually just start working on basic development of the track. Now from here, here's going to be the intro. You can start with any one of these elements as your intro. Any one of these. That's what it would sound like with the piano starting it. I like the chords better. And then I'm going to have the pianos come from the ground up. I'm basically going to put a low pass filter on the pianos, and the pianos are going to sound like they're emerging from the chords. You know what I'm talking about. So let me Fruity Low filter, preset low pass. Oh, if you guys don't know how to make automation clips, I'll tell you in a minute. P and P, because it took me a minute to figure out how to do this and what it was. So all you have to do is, what you want to modulate is this cut off filter, right? you right click this, hit create automation clip, and you'll get this right here. This is the automation clip, and from here you can either bring it up, bring it down for different effects. If you start from down up, it's gonna feel like it's gonna be a fade in for the melody. Melody's gonna fade in, or whatever you have the low pass filter on, it's gonna fade in. And lately, I've been making my intros longer, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with that. Oh, and just to give you a heads up, or just a little tip in general, I think there's a word for this. So here's 4 bars, here's another 4 bars. I think it's every 8 bars, that's a phrase, or it might be 16 bars, and that equals a phrase. Anyways, what I've found, or what just makes sense to the ears, after every 8 bars, so here's 1 bar of 4, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The listener wants to hear something new. So, with that being said, it's going to go from this, boom, 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 and then from here, there's going to be another element added. Now, you can switch it up however you want. I'm just going to add some percussive elements. Yep, I'm going to add a crash. I also like to keep these separate from my patterns. Crash. Where is it? There it is. Crash. The most basic crash in the world. So let's just got these sounds. It also helps to be organized. Yeah, this is actually called crash, and then percussion. I mean, and to be honest, when you add the variation, it could be as simple as just a crash. I definitely hear some other stuff going on. I hear actually snares. So let's go here. Snare. Copy all those. Oops. Quick way, if you don't know how to copy and paste, select whatever you want to copy, Control C, go to whatever pattern, Control V. That simple. Okay, now just before the end of the 8 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are these things called fills. These kind of help transition the listener into the next set. And this is where the snare rolls come in, or whatever you want. I mean, you could put in reverse crash. You can do whatever you want, but I like to use snare rolls. And I know a lot of people that are fans of trap music like snare rolls. Or at least I do. I love snare rolls. So let's just skip that percussive thing altogether. Excuse me. I already got like a pattern in my head. It's gonna go. It's kind of tough to do with your mouth because it's kind of quick. But let's see here. This might be too fast. Yeah, that's way too fast. Needs to be a half step. There it is. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Yeah, goes fast, slows you down a little bit. It's gonna go da. So it's gonna go fast again. So we gotta switch it up. Oops, nope, that's wrong. We're gonna keep it on 1/6. So let's see here. Yep, that's cool. Now we're gonna drop the drums because it's the verse, right? That makes sense. Drop the drums, add the strings. You know what? We can have the strings build up in this section right here. What we're gonna do, these aren't gonna be so in your face right away. We're gonna turn these down. Add a little pass on there. My bad, y'all. Pretty low filter, presets, low pass. Here we're gonna mess with this cutoff knob, create automation clip. I just like to name these, keep myself organized, exit out of there. Strings, LP, bring that down, bring it up to about 65, and then bring it to 100. Everything's kind of like building up. Oops. And a verse usually goes on for 16 bars, so that's why I just copied that. It can go on longer, it can go on shorter. It's just whatever works for you. Some A bars again, we gotta add that change. This is where the hi-hats come in. Cop them hi-hats. You know what? I'm gonna throw in this snare roll snare too. Oh no. So made a mistake. There you go. Oh. Support snare, or you can call it bounce snare. And you can pick any hi-hat for now. And like I said, I make trap influence music, so there are gonna be lots of rolls and hi-hats too. But just to start off, actually no, we're gonna keep it like that. And generally when you make hi-hats, I didn't realize this in the beginning, but you want them to have a rhythm that'll just give the entire beat a feel. So I'm gonna use the rhythm that I have in my head and just program it into FL. You can copy these first 2 bars and copy it over here, and then if you want to add some variation on this half. Some variation. Now I want those probably go on for the rest of the this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Let's go. Yeah, so it's gonna go. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so that's the hi-hat pattern for the first 4 bars. Then the second 4 bars, probably gonna mix it up. So let's just listen to it and then go into the I think I'm gonna do that to these too. Just add ones on the add them on every 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and so this one I want to start off fast. Yeah, when you do hi-hat rolls, have a lot of change in timing. That's what really captures people. Now, what we didn't do yet is the 808, but let's just listen to the whole thing as it is, see what we've came up with so far, and then 808s, we'll throw those in wherever they fit. I'll probably do that part 2. That'll be part 2 of this video series. So I definitely want to add something else in the intro, like a white noise file or something. Then I want to add a transition just before this part. Okay, cool. That is part 1. What kind of beat is this? You can call it a hip hop beat, like a modern hip hop beat. Yeah. So this is a modern hip hop beat. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Hope you learned something. This is SugarTrapTapes.com signing off. Peace.